Well, and CLEC has been something you've been doing, as you mentioned, and it's ironic. I think it's maybe not ironic, but it's just the classic donut here. You've got in the Brainerd-Baxter area, you have a lot of competition and some of that's been brought on by stimulus money. It sounds like.
Yeah. First of all, we've been in the CLEC market for about 7-8 years. And of course, in that market, you've lived on a two-legged stool, not a three-legged stool, but a two-legged, because there was no universal service support there. So you had local rates and access charges. And the FCC order said that we're going to lose over the next few years access revenue in the CLEC too. So that has changed the way we're able to move forward. We're not building out as much as we were in the past because there is not an anticipated return on the investment. So we got to look at that differently. And then the government came out with the stimulus projects, and these are some of the negative things that can happen on a stimulus project. There's a stimulus project to build a fiber route from Brainerd, Minnesota to Moorhead, and it really wasn't needed because a ton of the local regional telephone companies, small cooperatives and the like, and family owns, we have connectivity from Brainerd to Moorhead. But this stimulus project got passed through NTIA, and it's going to create a negative effect on us because they'll be coming in to try to take some of the big users off of our network and put them on their network. So it will make us better. It will make us more competitive, but it's sometimes hard to swallow that your tax dollars are being used to compete against you in a network that was already there. So. And
those big competitors, those are places that would already have fiber, for instance, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like it's new.
No. There's a couple of places from here to Moorhead that along a couple of the U.S. highways, there's 6 to 7 fiber optic cables already in the road ditch, and there's going to be another one put in. So.
But at the same time, you've got the outer exchange areas and other areas that do not get service.
Right. You're exactly right.
The other thing you mentioned about the stimulus is a lot of that work is being done now in 2013. Is a lot of this stuff going to be complete? What's going to happen next?
Well, I do know of a number of projects that will be completing because a lot of them they had a 3-year time frame to get them done, and so I am concerned about rural America because a lot of companies like CTC are starting to rethink about how much they're going to put in the ground next year, even in our ILEC. And therefore, you've got engineering companies that do the engineering. You've got construction companies that do the construction. You've got splicing companies that splice the fiber, and then a lot of us have to use contract installers to make the conversions from the copper to the fiber. And when you start collapsing that industry, there's going to be a lot of people that probably won't have jobs next year just because of the uncertainty because of the FCC order. People are saying, wait a second, maybe we shouldn't invest right at the moment. We let the dust clear here. And then that's going to have a collapsing effect on some of the rural economies that we see today with all those people. I mean, in our project, we got 2 large projects going now. We probably got anywhere from 75 to 150 people at one time working on these projects because of the contractors and the splicers and so forth. And next year, if we're not doing that, where do those people go to work? So it's a concern for the rural area.